Ha ha ha. Boo! Boo! Crabs can't hear, can they? They're not reacting to my calls. This is going to be a really interesting video for me. First time I've ever done this. I'm going to collect about 5 or 6 really small crabs, put them in this cup. They're about 2-inch in diameter. Going to bait them up, keep them live, fish them in the rocks. Let's get some right now. There's one right there. There's a couple right there. A couple more in that crack. Another one up there. Oh man, I don't know how I'm going to get some of these. They're really quick. Just got to find the dumb crab. Oh, damn, they're fast. Man, in this little outcropping of rocks, there's like got to be hundreds of crabs. So just think, on this half-mile jetty, there's got to be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of these little crabs. I should be able to get 5. That's all I want, just 5. Another way we can get some of these crabs is to turn over a big rock like this. Tons of small ones, little babies, but that's not what we want for bait. We want something a little bigger. Let's let this little guy go. Woohoo! That right there is more of what I'm talking about. Ow! But you can tell that's a female, and she's got eggs. And I'm in a forgiving mood today. While it would be legal to keep this, I'm going to let her go. All right, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's the size I'm looking for. So I guess I don't have to get them in the big rocks like that. I can just search around these small rocks. There's males and females. See that thing right there? It's an apron. It's more diamond pointed shaped. That is a male. So that's going in the bucket. It's going in the cup. Right, well, I was able to collect about 7 or 8 different size crabs, all males, ready to go, no females, so we don't have to worry about any eggs going to waste. Before we get into the chunky, meaty part of this video, fishing with live crabs, also got a new technique fishing with swim baits from the rocks like this that you probably haven't used before. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video. A couple months ago, this company called Simply Safe Home Security System emailed me, and at the time, I really didn't pay too much attention to it. But after a while, I got to thinking that I do go on these overnight trips, 2-night, 3-night camping trips a lot. I'm hundreds of miles away from home at times. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to have my home secured, have my family watched over, and have my belongings watched over too. I've been using Simply Safe for about a month now, and I really like it. So how it works is you'll get a kit, whether it comes with 1 motion sensor, 2 motion sensors, smoke alarm, CO2 alarm, glass break sensor, there's flood sensors, there's freeze sensor in case you need to monitor your pipes, there's security cameras, doorbell cameras, so there's all different types of things that you can choose from. But once you choose the kit you want, you'll get that, you'll install it yourself. How you install it, you'll pull a tab on each little sensor, you'll stick it on the wall. Once you pull the tab, it'll activate the battery. These batteries last a good 2 to 3 years from the reviews I've been reading, so you won't have to change batteries like crazy. After you do that, it'll link all up to your home base, and after that, you just activate it, and you pay 50 cents a day, $15 a month for 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365 home security. So how the security system works is if you have an activation on the alarm, first you'll have about 30 seconds to deactivate it, and you can change that time too. After that, if you don't deactivate it, if it actually is a robber, then they will call you and ask you if it's been a false alarm signal. If it's not, then they will call the fire department or police department, and they'll be at your house within minutes. So $15 a month, 50 cents a day, that's a pretty damn good price to secure your home, secure your belongings, if you ask me. So check out, there's a link in the description, there's also a link in the comments. Check out Simply Safe if you've ever considered a home security system, or if this is the first time you're hearing about it and you think you're interested in it, check out the link below. And I just want to thank Simply Safe for sponsoring this video. And now let's rig this up and get back to the chunky part of this video. All right, y'all, this is how I've got it rigged up. A little 2-ounce weight on the bottom to a snap swivel. And I tied a dropper loop here, but I also tied a snelled knot with a perfection loop on it, and that's going down here, so this can kind of swing around, but it's not long enough to hit the bottom. Now the rubber bands I'm going to use, these are dental rubber bands for when you have braces. These keep your mouth together. So little rubber bands like that, I'm going to take 2 of them, maybe the color of the crab, kind of orangish. Open up my cup, let's see what we got in here. We got, ooh, there's some good crabs in here. That's a little big. This one looks good. We'll just start off with little guy today. Oh no, stay in there, stay in there. Now I was debating where to put the hook. I was thinking put the hook there or on their body like that, but I'm not too sure. I think just right there over the back will be good. Sorry little crab, I know you did not think this was going to happen in your life, but it is. I'm going to put the rubber band over its leg, over the hook, so he should be able to swing his legs and act like he's alive. 2 rubber bands, 1 hook. If there's any fish that want to eat a crab, that looks pretty good to me. Let's see how it looks in the water. All right, little crab, you're going in. Little hole right here. Let's see if there's any takers. Might have to go deeper, but this is the first little hole. Let's see how deep we can get. See if there's any. I know cabezon love crab. You always find little crab like this in their stomach. So if I could just find a fish, I know he's going to take this. All right, let's bring it up, see if we still have our crab. Yes, we do. Oh, barely hooked though. I think it might be better if we hook him over the belly part. All right, see right here, another hole right here. Just gonna pop it along all these little rocks. There's tons of holes, there's a lot of big boulders, so just gonna pop this crab all along here. All about finding the spot, so I'm gonna keep walking around till I find a good hole, good bunch of holes. And if I don't get any fish, oh, there's a fish. Oh, did you see that? I bet my fish, oh, I got one, I had one. Let me see. Oh, crab's still there. Totally got a bite though. There's a fish in here and he wants the crab. Come on, baby. Right here. Oh, there he is. See him? See that? Did you see that? That's 100% a fish. They're looking for crabs to eat. I mean, makes sense because these crabs, they're so abundant. Why would they not be one of their main food sources here? No, you probably don't even need rubber bands to fish it like this. All you need is probably just hook it through the body of the crab. I'm just trying to keep the crab alive. This is promising. The farther I go out, the deeper it's going to get, the more likely I'm going to get a fish. There's a lot of pelicans. All right, I got high hopes right here. Nice little ledge. Any fish right here? They should be able to bite. Ooh, pretty deep. I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, there we go. A little deeper into the hole. Right over here. Let's go down a little farther. Nice deep little hole right here. Nice little hole right here. Pretty deep. Totally could be some fish in here. Damn, that was a nice hole. Really deep there, but nothing. Oh man, I got snagged, so I retied. Here's the slightly new rig. 2-ounce weight at the bottom still. I just got the crab straight on a dropper loop now. No long leader, so if there's any fish right there, should get him. Hopefully he doesn't just pinch my line off, but that's the little crabby. Man, it's been a couple hours and only got a couple bites. It's hard to keep fishing this crab. You know, every time I take out my boat, I've always got my fish finder, and right between where the harbor meets the ocean, I always see some nice structure straight out in the middle. So I'm going to try to cast this guy out and hopefully he stays on. And I'm going to let this guy soak for a little while and see if any fish happen to see him, come take him. So that's the plan right now. After that, if that doesn't work, I'm just going to try swim baits. I know those are so much more effective. Just thought I'd try something new, and I bet this would work. I mean, you see them in cabezon stomachs all the time, these crabs. So we're gonna give this a cast out right here. Hopefully he stays on. Yep. Oh yeah, it stays on nicely. I cast that thing far. All right, now bait and weight it for a little bit. Got all these pelicans though, all this poop everywhere. Every single inch of every rock is covered with poop. There's flies everywhere. It's not the best conditions to come out here fishing from the jetty. Best time, I guess, would be wait until the storms come in and wash all the rocks off. But right now, man, there's poop everywhere, flies everywhere. Almost unbearable. I know I don't want to let these crabs suffer any longer if I'm not going to use them. So say goodbye to my little friends. Let them live a little bit. There's one good crab on here. If I don't catch anything with this, then I'm going to switch to the swim bait. Maybe that was a bad idea. If I get a bite and I lose that crab, now I have no bait. Huh, maybe I should have thought of that before I released everything. This is how I tie the rig. This is a canoe man loop. So just like you're tying a perfection loop, one twist there, another twist right behind it, but this time you go through the first loop. Hold those together, and that little bit of extra tag end you put through the eye of whatever you want to rig up. Then put the tag end through that loop that you put through, pull the tag end straight down, and then boom, pull it all together, and it forms a little loop. So you can swing this freely, and doesn't get stuck right there on the line. It's really strong too. It doesn't get stuck right on the line like a fisherman's knot. It's kind of like poke poling, but chances of catching bigger fish are a lot better, and you don't have to get eels all the time. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. I don't want to touch anything. There's so much poop everywhere. Everywhere I go looks like a good spot. Like right here, this little ledge looks deep, dark, straight down. But haven't been having any luck yet. Come on, I'm way down there. I'm probably like 15 feet deep. There's something hiding in here. There's gotta be. Like, I know I just went into someone's little dungeon, someone's little cave, someone's little lair, and they're just swatching this thing right in front of them. Come on, bite it. I hear you. I hear you. Got one. Oh my God, lucky. Look at that. I was just casting out. What is this? Got a little fish on here. What is this little thing? Look at that. You know, I know this wasn't what I was trying to demonstrate, but I mean, I swear, if you fish between the rocks like this with a swim bait, there's a lot of fish in there. I guess this one just happened to be out there. Nice black rockfish. Well, clean release, I don't know. He's out there. If there is a school of them, they should be stacked up, so I'm gonna try to cast out and get another one. So I know you can't see behind me, so there's two jetties, the north jetty and the south jetty. Right now I'm on the north jetty. It basically looks like that, but where it starts, it's all pretty much just rocks here and then sand out there. But the farther you get out, the farther the rocks go out. So when you go to the end of the jetties like this, that's when you can start to fish a swim bait farther out, because you know that there's rocks stacked up maybe 30 feet out. But when you're close, they're only like straight where you can see them. I'm sorry for that beeping sound. A lot of people, that might have been a rock. I was gonna say sorry for that beeping sound. I know a lot of people don't like that sound when I come out here to film, but it's a foghorn for the boats. It's just letting them know that there's rocks here and you might want to be careful. Well, I caught a fish on the swim bait, so I got to go back to what the original intent of this video was. Catching a fish with this crab. So I rigged it up again, and this one I've got it rigged up the same way. Dropper loop on top, crab right there, and the weight on the bottom. So I'm hoping the crab won't be able to crawl into a little hole. And now that there's rocks way out there, I can cast out and let it soak. So this video is either going to face a black right now, or we're going to catch a fish. So let's do this and try our best. Not casting out too far, just right where I know that there's some fish. Right where I know that there's some rocks. Yep, there's some rocks there. All right, y'all. Now we're just going to wait.